Hi, my name is Idaiber Orozco, and I'm a coach who helps people with practical and spiritual tools so that they can learn how to manifest and how to create the things that they want to create in their life. My personal story with manifestation started years ago. I was actually really young, and it wasn't even called the law of attraction then. I don't even remember what it was called. But I do remember that every time I had a very clear intention about what I wanted to obtain, and I'm talking things beyond material items, then somehow, as long as I put the energy into it, I was starting to see things happening in my life. And I bet that if you track those things for you as well, you can see kind of like the red thread on how I went from wishing and goal setting to actually making it happen. The problem is that sometimes we don't know how to replicate that process. But if you were to rinse and repeat and kind of like understand what it takes to go from A to Z, then wouldn't that be fabulous? Because then you'll be manifesting a lot more than you probably are right now. One story that I want to share that I recently was able to manifest alongside my husband was last year. We were very fortunate to be traveling, and on our way back, we had to stop in Paris for our flight back to LA, and we got to be there for like 24 to 36 hours. But what we said on the way back was like, oh man, I wish we had more time because there were so many things that we wanted to do and we just didn't have the time for it. So we come back, my husband says, 2024 on my birthday, we're gonna be in Paris again. And I'm like, okay, sure. There was definitely some doubt in me, which is one of the first mistakes we make with manifestation, which is not believing, not trusting that everything you want is possible. The problem is when we start judging or asking the universe, well, how this is going to happen. Well, guess what? That's not your job. But I can tell you what your job is to get that process going. You know how it was going to happen, but it was going to happen. We didn't know if it was necessarily going to happen in 2024, but we were like, okay, we'll still put the energy towards it, right? Saving pictures of restaurants or places that we wanted to visit, so forth and so on. And then what happened was a few months later, my husband was helping a family member to sell their house. And at the end of the sale, what we were not expecting was that this person came and say, I know you want to celebrate your birthday in Paris, so here you go, happy birthday. And we were blown away because we were not expecting it. And also, obviously, the generosity of this person, that was just a beautiful, beautiful thing to share. But it proved to us that it is possible to get the things that we want. So if you read below, you're going to be able to see a little bit of my approach to this process and how I get to bring a little bit of science into the manifestation process, because it's not just positive thinking. There's way more than that. If you're curious about it, just go ahead and schedule a call and I can take you through behind the scenes of how I work with people and see if we resonate and we want to work together. So I would love to hear, what are you trying to manifest? And I would love to be able to help you to get to that point.